When it's time to battle crime, Batman's gonna swing, kick, and punch. All in the name of justice.
What are you talking about today, Lee?
Well, Mike, I'm hungry. Hungry for justice. In Batman Brave and the Bold for the Wii and the Nintendo DS, based, of course, on the animated series, which is just ridiculous. More contemporary Batman fans have a problem with it, to my understanding, because it's more of a campy Batman feel, kind of harkening back to the old, Boom Pow,
Adam West
days. Yeah, but if you haven't watched the series, or played the video game, or know anything about it, preface it. What is Batman Brave and the Bold?
It's the whole the premise, the idea of the whole game is basically it's Batman and friends fighting various villains from all over the DC universe.
Batman's teaming up with someone from the DC universe, even if they're like super obscure, and they're usually fighting a villain who is super obscure. Gentleman Ghost, Catman, all these like
Dr. Polaris.
Yeah, like who even knows who that is, right? But what you have here is in the game, it's essentially a beat 'em up semi-platformer, harkening back to the even Batman and Robin beat-em-up days of the Super Nintendo and Genesis and stuff like that. And I had a lot of fun. Of course, Wii exclusives. There's motion controls in there. The DS one, a lot of touchscreen stuff.
Definitely heavy on the touchscreen. Kind of annoying at times. I don't know. Like I have difficulty sometimes holding the stylus and like doing things while I'm actually using like the buttons. So I kind of ditch the stylus and just use my thumbs. But honestly, handles really, really good. Probably better than the Wii one.
Yeah, and if you can't already tell, I played this one, he played the DS one. That being said, I mean, of course, multiplayer on the Wii version. One guy plays as Batman, the other guy plays as one of the myriad of other characters, be it Blue Beetle, Robin, whatever. All of the voice acting, of course, straight up from the show, so all the little quips and stuff are authentic, let's say that. You can level up your characters, you kind of get experience points. And the fighting is actually really, really well done. Very convoluted controls on the Wii, though. You'll be doing weird button combinations that, if you leave the game for a little while and come back, you'll be like, how did I backflip again? Oh yeah, back C and Z at the same time. Like, just silly stuff like that. The Wii motion controls, of course, your heavy attacks are mapped to doing this, and then using your batarangs and ranged weapons, you actually hold down a button and then you can kind of target manually, which works fine. And it's kind of the way I like to see Wii controls implemented, where it's kind of like, it's in addition to, rather than this is all you get kind of thing. The levels are great. The characters on screen, of course, it's all hand-drawn sprites in this game, actually, so super cool stuff. The game looks like the cartoon, if you're a fan. The DS one, sir.
The DS one is a lot more simplified. There's not a lot of leveling up. You do unlock new items, new things like that, but honestly, you won't really ever need to use them. I never found myself using anything other than
Does Batman get swords in the DS one, too?
Yeah, he does.
Hell yeah.
I don't use them, but...
better than guns, right?
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. The voiceovers and things like that, they're going to be more simplified. I mean, it's a smaller version of the game, right? So you do have little one-liners and things like that throughout the levels, but the actual dialogue between characters and between the characters and the enemies, it's just going to be text. A lot of really cool moves though, but more simplified than the Wii version. Basically, you just have your punches, your kicks, and a special move. The really cool part though is basically when you kind of unleash a flurry on an enemy, you get this kind of like combo attack where you just touch the bottom screen, and there's like this crazy like Batman and Aquaman basically ride a whale across the screen and just destroy everything.
The Wii version kind of has that too. If you get your combo meter high enough, the crazy effects start happening on screen. So there's like gold flying out of guys and like all these sparkles and stuff, and you feel like a badass because the game's just like, oh man. There's like summon characters, of course, as well. So in addition to all the characters you can actually play as, you have a bunch you can call upon, like your Green Arrows and your Booster Golds. Who just come on and say something hilarious, do a crazy attack, and leave.
Which they don't have in the DS version. It's literally Batman and that chosen chapter's sidekick. So
very cool. All the cutscenes, like each level is actually prefaced by like the show opening and stuff. So if you're a fan of the cartoon, this is awesome. This is like a direct translation, pretty much. You're playing the cartoon, which it is pretty cool. If you like Brave and the Bold, of course. What do you give Brave and the Bold on the DS?
A little more simplified version of that one. Clearly, it's short. That's the only other thing I did not mention. You can beat this in literally like 2-3 hours. There's only a handful of levels. Tons of fun though, and it's a decent price. You can get it for like 25, 30 bucks. All that considered, 7 out of 10.
I was going to dock it as well for just how short the game is. There's some replayability in the Wii one at least because you can level everybody up, and going through the levels again is actually kind of fun, so fair enough. But the game is 40 bucks brand new from day one, and it's only going to go down from there, right? So you can't really fault this this package here. If you're a fan, definitely 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Brave and the Bold.
Get them both.
Batman, the Brave and the Bold, the video game. Be the tough as nails, totally awesome Cape Crusader. And have your friends drop in to kick some major bad guy butt. What's that? You want gadgets? You got 'em.